Hey, dudes! Welcome to another episode of The Bullshit Show. I'm Dad. This is Anchor Baby. And over there's Nathan. And Bernie Kitty's running around here somewhere. She's a little antsy. Oh! Don't claw my face again. Okay, what's going on here? We didn't do a comments response show over the weekend because we were lazy and we're still recovering from colds. So fuck you, we didn't do one. So I'll add some comments later onto this video. What's going on in the world? Paris. Je suis Paris. I don't know what I can add that everybody else hasn't already said. I mean, the news is wetting themselves over this one. It's ridiculous what a media circus has become. How they can take something so tragic and turn it into something so comical almost with their frickin' wall-to-wall breaking news coverage. CNN especially, they're the worst. But as we're recording this, is what's his face still at large?
I think so.
Scumbag, the number 7, hasn't been caught yet, but probably will be soon. I guess the moral of the story is don't go see Eagles of Death Rock. I mean,
Death metal,
or whatever they are called. I can't imagine going to that concert anyways, but now here's this obscure little group that's now going to become famous for all the wrong reasons. But ironically, now that everybody's heard of them, they canceled the rest of their European tour. I can see why to some extent, but it seems like they would want to ride the wave of instant fame a little bit. And I mean, canceling their tour is not going to bring anybody back to life. So I think they should continue with their tour. So you hear me, Eagles of Death Rock? I cry bullshit. Death metal. I cry bullshit on you canceling your tour. The world needs more death metal rock. Yeah! Even though they're really not a death metal group, that's just their name. That's what's so funny. Everybody thinks that they're these pukes, and actually their music's not too bad. I saw them when they were on Kimmel. I don't know. The world is coming to hell in a handbasket. Somebody asked me several episodes ago, when do I think World War III is going to begin? And I said probably three to 5 years, sooner if Trump becomes president. Well, kids, I think maybe World War III has already begun. You don't mess with the French. The French get pissed really quick. And at least they have the balls to do something, unlike our country, where we sit around and talk a lot. We talk about how we have to be considerate of the feelings and the rights of Muslim Americans. Sorry. All that patriotic bullshit. All that's going to do is get us killed in the long run. So, what else is there to say about Paris, really? Anything?
No.
Nothing to add?
No.
He has nothing to add. So
I have an Anchor Baby, so
he's playing with Anchor Baby. So, and I'm still eating Twizzlers. We still have about half. Is that right? Still have about half a container of Twizzlers left. So, if somebody wants to send us more, that'd be cool. Although I'd rather have cash, so we could buy real food. What else going on in the world? Let me see my notes. Charlie Sheen.
But you didn't
came out.
ISIS. What's your opinions on
ISIS well,
bullshit?
Before we move on, ISIS. I think ISIS has been blown way out of proportion. I think they're basically a hemorrhoid on the ass of the Middle East. And of course, they were created by the Americans and the coalition to create some sort of Middle East boogeyman, and so that we would be afraid and give our government all of our rights and our powers, and you know that so Cheney could rule over all of us. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying ISIS doesn't exist. It does, but I don't think they're as bad or as... I mean, everybody right now is comparing them to the Nazis, and that's a big stretch. The Nazis were very sophisticated. They were, dare I say, very smart in what they did. They were very methodical, very German in the way they did things, very step by step, and took over the government. You know, ISIS, they're coming at it from the outside. You know, as long as they're outsiders, there'll always be terrorists. You know, they need to control the government. You know, if they want to really truly be like the Nazis, then they need to run for government office and become the ruling party of Syria or whatever country it is they want to overtake. But, and I don't think they have that kind of support. So, Anchor Baby's being silly. She's eating licorice. Yeah, Anchor Baby likes licorice. Can you believe it? She's eaten as much of it as we have. But I cry bullshit on what is ISIS, though, because that was a real shit move that you pulled in Paris. And it kind of pisses me off even more because having been there, and that was one of the first places I was ever at, well, one of the only places I was ever at. When we went to the Eiffel Tower, there were armed military guards standing around the Eiffel Tower with submachine guns. That's the first time I've ever seen a machine gun up close. And so, pretty crazy. Charlie Sheen revealed to Matt Lauer this morning, I don't know if it was taped or live, that he's HIV positive. I can't say it's a big surprise. I mean, you know, you look up party animal in the dictionary and there's his picture. And even though the politically correct people would like you to be convinced that, you know, HIV doesn't discriminate and HIV is anybody can get it, you really have to try hard to get HIV. Seriously. I mean, Sheen claims he didn't do any intravenous drugs, but he fucked like a rabbit. And he claimed, you know, and even knows it was unprotected. He claims there was only 2 people he had unprotected sex with, since his diagnosis 4 years ago. I don't know about that, but he, you know, he was the ultimate party animal, and you know, when you party like that, sometimes you got to pay a price, and take that as a warning, there, kids. You know, you're not immortal. You know, Charlie's the same age as I am. In fact, I believe we share the same birthday, if I remember correctly. And speaking of birthdays, nice segue to the next. We're all go right now for the November 29th, Sunday, November 29th, the live stream. We're going to do it at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. This way our fans in Europe will be able to participate. And because originally I wanted to do it at night, but the kids in England have to go to bed because it's a school night. So 3 o'clock Sunday, November 29th, my 50th birthday, we will be doing a live stream. I'm guessing maybe an hour. I don't know. I may have plans for later in the evening, so we have to keep it, you know, under an hour to an hour and a half at the most, maybe. But so start preparing your questions, because if the thing, you know, lulls like this show is, I'm gonna say goodbye and end it. So one of the comments that we did get, somebody was curious for everybody to kind of weigh in and for me to mention where everybody's from, because it's unusual. I never expected sitting here in my bed with no pants on, eating licorice, that I would be talking to people around the world. But apparently I am. I know we have several viewers in the UK. We have at least one viewer in the Netherlands. We have one that our friend in Spain, who's actually English, and of course we have a viewer in New Zealand, and I found out we have a viewer in Poland, which I don't know why that strikes me as so odd. I mean, Poland really is probably the most modern of all these sort of ex-communist countries, but it's up a morning into you. Cutting up a bar of soap now, aren't you? I don't know. If you're from someplace unusual, let me know. A lot of you people, I don't know where you're from. So if you're from someplace unusual, or shout out, in the comments. Let me know where you're from, and if you're someplace fun, I'll mention it. I mean, we're in boring old Florida, so. But we've got. Let me see if I can find some comments here that we can run down. After my rant about Apple power supplies, I got several suggestions that I should tape the cord. Not a bad idea, but
Oh, I can.
Nathan's got something to
Take
bring.
the anchor baby, please. Right. Hey, dudes. Let me just turn the camera here. Hey, dudes. Anchor baby, where you going? Okay. So, I don't think many of you know, but I'm actually a fan of The Walking Dead, and been watching a lot of videos recently, and I can definitely say, as of whatever fucking episode he died in, Glenn is still alive. You cannot tell me my sweet Asian baby is dead.
Sweet Asian baby.
Do not make fun of him. He is one of my favorite characters. He's not dead. Okay, going back to Dad.
Referring to the last episode, Wicked Kendo comments, I love how at the beginning Dad stares solemnly forward as if he's hiding a dark secret, and then the moment he tells him to go, he activates his Hey Dudes mode. Yes, I was lost in thought. I was sitting here thinking how silly I am, sitting here with no pants on, and I don't know.
He's got a very deep, dark secret.
Yes, my deep, dark secret is I'm actually Hitler's love child. Hitler and Cher had a baby, and it was me. Our Yakov Petrovich Golodkin Sr. is our junior? I'm really curious to know this one. So you're in an orchestra. That's pretty cool. You say you play a brass instrument? I played the trumpet when I was in high school, but I didn't keep it up because, well, it was lame. So, I love orchestral music. I love it. Absolutely love it. Tell me more. And I want to know who Yakov Petrovich Golodkin Jr. is, and if he's passed at you for naming him that. So, for Farquhar Engine, can you play Cards Against Humanity? He kind of explained the game to me. Do you know what this is? A little bit?
A little bit.
Yeah, he kind of explained it to me. It sounds like fun. If somebody would send me a pack of cards, that'd be cool. Send me an email. I'll tell you where to send it. Send me a pack of cards and some cash. That would be nice, too, so we can eat.
Also, since we're talking about him, Jacob, is his name, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys go check out his channel, he has a audio clip of Dad saying "Hey dudes" and a reaction of in the Skype call. So,
Oh, that's cool.
check that out.
And our friend Yakov wants you to say now it's time to pay the price. So
That's not mine, so I can't really.
that's what he wants you to say.
Right. Well, number one, it isn't mine, but it's time to pay the price then.
It's time. to pay the price.
Katie just gave me the weirdest fucking look.
Well, of course, you're rubbing her tummy. What do you expect? Somebody seems to think it's going to be Trump Cruz for president. Cruz would never go for a vice presidential nomination. He's just not the type. He's too feisty. It's going to be Trump, Rubio, 2016. Mark my word. And I'm still up in the air on the Democratic side. I just hope to God Bernie does okay. But the system's stacked against him, so you know it's going to be Hillary and
Hillary Obama.
I don't know. Hillary.
Hillary Biden.
Listen, I think if you read the minutia of the Constitution, I think Bill Clinton is barred from even running for vice president. Now that he's served 2 full terms as president, I don't think you can run as vice president again because that puts you second in line to the throne. And so I don't think he could actually be her running mate, but that would be kind of cool. Clinton. To see all the posters. Clinton. Did I stutter? Oops, iPod's freaking out again. Let's see. Oh, yes. Our friend from England who wanted to know about whether he should take the night job. He took the job, only did it for a couple days because he hated the hours. Well, you know, bartenders get a lot of poon, dude. A lot of poon. So, you may have blown a good thing just so you can hang out with your friends and party. So, I don't know, you gotta weigh it. You get more poon, you know, not working and partying with your friends, or all the poon you would have gotten being a bartender. Plus you get to learn how to make drinks and be cool. And the chicks, oh man, I think you may have missed the boat on this one, dude. But whatever. Let's see. Viewer statistics on the show: age range, gender, locations. I already went over some locations. I really don't know. I mean, most of my people who watch the show tend to be weeaboos. So, you know, fucking teenage goofballs, I guess, that have nothing better to do with their life. So, I don't know. That's the only thing I know.
You got
one more what?
one more question, I guess.
One more question. Quentin Clark says that we're cool and down to earth. Well, thank you. I tried to be. How long did Pad wants to know how long the Twizzlers lasted? And then we've got 2 comments that are duplicates from junkies. And from the best I can tell, it appears to be in Dutch. But my Dutch is very rusty. So if you could translate that, or I'll run it through Google Translate and see what it says. But it could be a really wicked comment, or it could be garbage. Who knows? Well, Nathan's got one more thing to say.
Those of you wanting me to make the Nathan.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I said it 3 years ago I would, I will say right now I will not be making it, because number one, I can barely remember what's in it, and for what I can remember, it was disgusting. So
that, and we don't have the ingredients anymore. We'd have to go to the store and buy food, and if we had money to buy food, we wouldn't be starving to death. So send us money, please.
So, would you like to do your outro with the kitty?
Yeah, let's bring out Anchor Baby.
Ah!
Oh.
Hi! Hey, dudes.
Anchor Baby's back. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. I'm Anchor Baby. Okay, until next time for the Bullshit Show, this is Anchor Baby. I'm Dad. That's Nathan. We'll see you later. Hey, dudes.